So today we're back on 2016 Tiguan. I don't want to call it a mod, it's more of maintenance. Like I said, I don't know the maintenance history on this car, so I'm going to slowly go through and start doing some of the stuff. I did look at one of the spark plugs in this already, and they're not horrible, but I had a little free time today, so we're going to do that. Some of the other maintenance I want to do to this car is coolant. It looks pretty gross. I have brake fluid for it, so I want to do a brake fluid change. I'm going to do front and rear diff. I think Volkswagen calls them the bevel box, but it's the front and rear differential. And then I also want to do a Halodex service to it for the all-wheel drive. But today we're just going to work on spark plugs, and this probably applies to other years with a 2.0 and really anything that's a straight 4-cylinder. So basically in this video, you'll need spark plugs. You'll need the tool to get it out. I'll show you that. And then a ratchet and an extension. The spark plugs that I got were these. They're ngks Iridium IXs. I think with some discount from Advance Auto and some bonus points, I think it was 38 bucks for these four. And then you also want to make sure that you gap your spark plugs. I already looked up these, and it should be 0.32. So if you can see that, just make sure it is gapped to that, and then we'll start. The first thing you want to do is take the engine cover off of this. It just lifts up. Be careful so you don't break it. It just sits on 4 little pegs. And then once that's up, set it to the side. Like I said, I was already in these, so what you do is you pry back on these. I used a little tiny flat screwdriver. Just be careful so you don't break the clips, and then you just have to wiggle it off of the plug, or the coil pack, I apologize. And then you'll have to pull these up. I already pulled this one up, so you might have to give it a little pull. See if I can do this with one hand. There you go. And then this is, let me see if I can get the size on there. It's the 5/8 spark plug tool. It's got a rubber piece in it to keep the plug from falling in or out. There's the extension and the ratchet. So I'm going to pull the first one out. I want to show you at least what it looks like compared to a new one. And then just repeat this process through all 4 and replace them. So give me a second. I got to set this down because I can't do it with one hand. So here's the factory one. It is also an ngk. I don't know if you can see the part number on it. I don't know if it's similar to what I got. Like I said, it's not terrible. The point on it and everything's fine. But I don't know the service history of this car. We bought it used. Hopefully I can do the service on this car now, and it should be good for another 60,000 miles. So I'm going to gap this, put it back together, and I will work on the next 4, and then I will show you how to plug the coil packs back in and put the engine cover on. This is going to be a short video. It's not really difficult by any means. Just make sure whenever you are screwing these into the head that you start slow and make sure that it's not cross-threading or anything, or it will cause you some serious problems. So this is all 4 plugs pulled out. They're not that bad, but like I said, I don't know the service history on this car, so we're going to do it anyway. I'm going to try to show you how to snap all this back together with one hand. I just set the coil pack down. When you do that, it should, I think these should have like a pop to them. Doesn't have a pop, but you can feel it sit down on top of the plug. There you go, you could hear that one. So they're all back in, and then just work. This one needs twisted just a little bit. And then just work your way across. There you go. They all make a little audible click. That one did not, neither did that one. Make sure everything's down. Also, I forgot what was under here. This is the PCV valve for the Volkswagens. I will probably end up doing that at some point too as like preventative maintenance. There's nothing wrong with mine, but I know they're notoriously bad. So I believe that part is like $200, I think, somewhere around there. So like I said, this video is short, and pretty much the last thing you'll want to do is start up, make sure that everything's good and everything's connected and you don't have any issues. No check engine lights, no nothing. Engine runs smooth, so it looks like everything's fine. Just put your engine cover back on and you're done. So thanks again for watching this video, and like, share, subscribe, and hopefully we'll get some more content. Eventually, I would like to do something about these, especially with this being the S model. They're 16s, and I think they look really small. But I'm gonna finish the maintenance up on this first, and we'll go from there. But like I said, thanks again for watching the video. If you got any comments or questions, comment in the section below.